What would be a good piece to teach for a very first fingerstyle guitar piece? With a lot of my students, I've started with the Queen classic We Will Rock You. It's actually a great piece for first-time fingerstyle guitar players to play. You could actually start playing fingerstyle guitar learning We Will Rock You. So what I've done is I've just reduced it down to the bass line and the melody, so just two parts. The idea is to have the bass line independent from the melody so that you can do one thing with the bass line and then something else with the melody, and that creates a fingerstyle guitar piece. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to show you how to play the melody and the bass line, so just two parts together for We Will Rock You. Towards the end of the lesson, I'll also show you how to play the harmony, which is two melody lines plus the bass line. It's really easy and lots of fun, and I've taught my students how to play this in 1/2 an hour lesson. So hopefully we'll have you playing this in about 10 minutes. Let's start the lesson. Okay, so this piece is in E minor, the chord E minor. So when I start the piece, instead of doing the foot stomp and the clap, I'm playing the chord and then a hit on the guitar. So I've got this. And that's our intro, done. So now all we need to do is create a bass line. So the bass line will be quarter notes, 4 beats in the bar. So 4 low E's with our thumb. Now what I learned from my classical technique is the thumb can play a bass note in tiny circles like this, around, going into the guitar. So you can make them big at first like that, then make them small and more concentrated. Little tiny circles like that. So if I had a thumbnail, I'd be using that, but unfortunately my nails are just being broken all the time, so I can't keep them up. So I just use what I have anyway. So there's my thumb action. Now the melody is going to be on the D string, and it's D, E, E, D, E, E, like that. So what you can start to do is to play the D and the E like this with, I use my second finger for the D and my first finger for the E. And then my second again. So I'm actually alternating my fingers like this. So here's my melody. Here's the first verse melody for We Will Rock You. So we have alternating fingers as much as you can. It doesn't have to be every single time, but it does help for your technique for later on. So we've got D, E, E, D, E, E, D, E, E, D, A, G, G. And there's my A on the G string and the G. Okay, so our first melody is like this. I use my second finger for the E. And now we're going to add the bass line as well. So let's play the bass line. And when we put them together, you have this. Very simple but very effective. It sounds great. So you've got the thumb continually doing quarter notes like this. And in between, so the first one is melody note with the bass, then a melody, then together, together, alone, together, together, alone, together, together, like that. So you kind of work out where the bass coincides with the melody note that you're playing. The melody note's going to be eighth notes. So I'll play it all together for you. The next bit is almost the same. Now I go D, A, G, E. And the second part of the verse is like this. What am I doing there? I'm playing D, A, G, E. And now we're ready for the chorus, which is We Will Rock You. The easiest way to play this is on one string, and you're going to play a G note here on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, F sharp, E, D on the B string, and then chords. So it sounds like this. Chord, and then we're back into the verse again. So that's how you play that. The chorus is actually being played as quarter notes. So you play everything together. Look, bass, melody. There you have the chorus. Now really there's only those 2 parts to the entire song, apart from the ending, which goes to A major. But for now I'll show you how to play the chorus in a different way, which is like this. Here's my G there. Now let's play that on the next string on the 8th fret. There's my G, and here's a D together. Now there's a 4th interval. So I'm going to play this. So there's a bit of harmony there. You've got these 2 together, D and G. Then I've got F sharp and D together. Then I've got E and B together. And then D and A together. And then chord, E minor. I play the G with my 3rd finger and the D with my 1st finger. Then I play 2nd and 3rd finger. Then I play 1st and 3rd finger again, 1st and 3rd finger again, and then chord. If you follow the PDF that you can get from my website for free, you'll see how the form unfolds for the piece. It's very simple, and you can actually play it in different ways if you want to. Now for the ending, you're going to play A major. Now then you're going to play an A and then A sus4 shape. The melody is the sus4, so now I'm playing each string with my fingers like this, like squeezing them. You can strum it too. But I prefer the kind of preciseness of the fingers. So you've got, which is a hammer-on and a pull-off for the D there. Now I'm using 1st finger, 2nd and 3rd finger on the D string, G string and B string. Then I go up the octave and play an A triad here. On the 9th fret I have an E, on the 10th fret I have an A, and a C sharp on the 9th fret, which is the same as the D shape here. D major, major triad, move it up to A, and there's my A note there. A bass, so I just play the same and I add the suspended note here, the D, on top, on the 10th fret. So I've got this. And then you're done. That's the whole piece. If you watch the way I played it in the introduction and also follow the music, you'll be playing this in no time, and then you can show your friends. Really, it's just about the independence of the thumb and then playing a simple melody on top. And if you want to attempt to play the harmony, it sounds really good too.